This conference will now be recorded.
Hello.
Yes, yes. Hi, Sri. How are you, Sriram? I'm Nicholas.
Yeah, hi Nicholas. How are you?
I'm fine. Today my telephone works very well. I hope you can hear me very well. I
Yes,
believe.
yes, it's clear.
Thank you. Sorry about the technical issues.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let me wait for a couple of minutes, guys, and then we will start off. Okay.
Yes.
So hope everyone has got the system access and you guys started practice at least.
I think he sent us access to the server, but until now I didn't do anything yet. But I'm looking to this week to start, this weekend to start, because I got a new project and I'm very busy with the new project.
Okay. So we were trying to discuss about these things like the availability group, which is from the F1 to F2, and last time the inbound delivery didn't get distributed actually because of the basis settings which were not there, and now I have rectified that, so probably it is coming now. So let me try to create okay. So this is the delivery which we have distributed now actually. However, now when we are trying to perform this put away, we have created a high rack storage type normally, if you see that. Now, this is what we were discussing in the last class regarding the availability group change from 001 to 002. So, every time when you have to remember that whenever we are giving the availability group of 002 in a respective storage type, normally then the stocks, whatever you are trying to move into that respective storage type will be automatically gets changed. Now, if I try to change this to 001 and you see that warehouse order was created. Let me confirm this. Yeah, so confirm plus save. So we have confirmed this particular warehouse order. However, yeah, 1 second. Let me see the stock and the bin so that we can see what is happening. If you see this, the first time when we try to perform the Putaway in 1111 storage type, it is WM. What is the stock type here we are having? It's F2. You see that? But as of now, as being when I'm trying to change this from F1 to F2 in the high rack one, I've made this as an F1 here. You see that? Such that what is happening? The stock type didn't get changed here. If you see this, you're getting my point, everyone, guys?
Come back again, please. Yes.
No. So I was talking about this particular one, actually, the stock type. So it is F1. Why was it is F1?
Because it is still in the like staging area, it looks like. Is that right? Or not?
I'm sorry?
Because it's still in the staging area, F1.
It's
I
staging
guess
what?
it is just because of availability group which we assign in the storage type.
Yeah,
Yes.
0001. 001. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is in the unrestricted use in Putaway, but it is not unrestricted use in the warehouse. Does mean it is it's still outside the warehouse. Can we say it's still outside the warehouse? It is in
It
the
is
staging area. I
It
can
is
see
not
this.
in the
No?
no, right. If it is in the staging area, what is the storage type we are seeing here? It is in a high rack,
The
right?
hierarchy, yes. Yeah.
Yes. So if it is in the high rack, then why would it be in the staging area? Then no, right? If it
Yeah.
the staging area would be GR zone normally, but we are not having it the GR zone, right? In the high
Yeah.
rack, the products we have
Yeah.
already placed in this respective bin, and as being I've changed the availability group, okay, and
Okay.
okay, here we'll be having, okay,
Okay.
now what is happening here? We have placed it in the high rack only, right?
Yes.
So that means that the availability group plays the major role here. You're getting my point now, everyone?
Or maybe can you clarify it more? I didn't get it. Sorry.
So last time, what did I say that? Are we clear on this particular part? Like what I was trying to say here? So what
Yes.
is an F? Please go ahead.
Would you like me to explain you? Okay, we have 1030 and 1040. We have F1 and F2, and 001 and 002. And 001 is always attached to F1, and 002 is attached always to F2. And we passed from 1030 to 1040. This is what we are doing, you know.
Okay, what is 1030 storage location? That is what we have assigned it, right? Now, 1030 is the one where you're receiving it from your inbound delivery, which is your receive on dock. So that particular receive on dock, normally what happens when we are moving it to any of the respective storage types, that gets changed automatically to 1040 or
F2.
002. Why? Because we are having the availability group of 002 in that storage type. Agree?
Okay. Yes, I agree with you. Yes.
Now what I have done, I've removed the 002 and I've given 001 such that the stock was not changed from F1 to F2. It's still in F1 only. That's what I mean to say here. Okay.
Yes. Okay. We do it. This one we got it. Absolutely. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've done here. Nothing else. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions here now? 21 guys. So probably we have to look into the other things like the delivery has to go back and it has to update the ERP one also, and the stock needs to be updated back to our ERP side. That is one more thing. So when we are trying to do that, actually, definitely there would be some queues which would have been stuck here.
Say good morning, Mohan here.
Yeah, Mohan.
There is one delivery. First one is 4433. Can you just check what was the error actually? That one. See, this was the error.
Error during mapping material. What is this? What mapping? WM3666, the storage location is not linked to the warehouse. So I guess that's the reason it is not allowing you. You see that? So the warehouse assignment and the storage location is not linked, basically. Can you check that particular one?
Okay.
It says that 130 is not linked to any warehouse number. That's clearly telling that. So we need to check the configuration what you have done. Then only I can say that.
Okay, fine. I can check. I can check myself.
So what is the delivery we have done today?
Sriram, I have a question over here. You're checking this RFC queues, right? So we need to create any specific queue, or like system generates its own queue number?
Generates its own queue. If in case if you want to have your own specific, then you can do it. I'll show you that. 1 second now. Strange, why there is no delivery at all. Maybe how come? What is this now? A bit strange to me. Definitely the stock will never update here. I know that. Yes. This is only the stock what it is telling that we are having. But basically That's strange. Where does this queue went off? I want to show you the goods movement basically, so which triggers you the 411 movement type. But to my strange thing, I don't even see my queue actually where it went off actually. Maybe 1 second, wait. Wait, let me correct that storage type also. 1 second. Because we have changed our storage type from 001 to 002, right? Let me change that. Okay, it was confirmed, but the strange thing is I want the queue to get generated. I don't know why the queues are not getting generated. If you see now the stock type, now it's okay for you. What is this? Yeah, F2. Sorry. So as being the stock type has been now changed to F2 here. That is what the significance of that particular availability group in that particular storage type assignment is, everyone. Okay. So because we are assigning the availability group to your respective storage type, the stock movements are getting updated back to ERP to the EWM system. Now, the only thing which I'm trying to make you clear is as soon as we update this particular one, basically what happens is it goes back to ERP system and it updates it. Okay, so you have the goods movement document to be updated and as well as your storage location, which is the 1030 to 1040, even that needs to be updated. So normally that happens to this particular specific one, which is of the queue. So let me see the reference document 4459. I was not able to see any queues here. Why? What is this happening? Someone has even changed these queues also. Okay. Okay, coming to your question, someone has asked me what kind of a queues you would like to have. As of now, we have given it as a star here, guys, normally. If in case if you want to have your own specific one with your different naming conventions like DLB or whatever it is, we can give it over here. We can register and we can give it to you. Normally it is always with the star. So which means that all your queues will come and it will be updated over here. You're getting that? Okay, this is the part where we'll be doing it. But
this is SMQ1 which you was showing.
no. This is not the SMQ1, this is SMQR. Okay, SMQ1 is for the queues, and SMQR and SMQS are the transactions which to active and which to make them inactive and which to create. So those are for the queue types. That's a different thing. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So these are all the even the basic settings only, guys. Don't worry. One second. Let me try to trigger another thing. It is not coming in much strange here. This is the one report, basically what you have in our EWM system, the stock comparison report with your ERP to the EWM system normally. So if you see this is one thing. Okay, one second. It has to throw the error basically. Now it's okay. It has created. Okay, fine then. Normally what happens is it throws an error that the storage location was not activated. I mean, like it was not attended to that one. Let us see the stock type also, maybe. Now the storage location has come 1040. Normally, this is a kind of a stock report which we have done basically, but ideally, the system will automatically will trigger actually basically, guys, because normally always we have to make sure that the stock should be represented in 1040 now, because the availability group whatever we are trying to do there, it is of 1040 there. You're getting my point? Hello? If in case if the stock corrections needs to be done, basically we will be performing with this one. You're getting that, which is an ERP stock check. But normally what happens is as soon as I mean like you perform the goods movement, and as soon as we move it, normally what happens, it updates back to ERP system, which is your material movement, and as well as it updates with the storage location transfer postings from 1030 to 1040. That is what the normal inbound happens. But in my case, I don't know why the queues are not getting generated. So that's the reason I've corrected the stock. So even that also, it will help us to move the stock from one storage location to the other storage location here, guys. You're getting my point now?
What is the transaction code which you use to correct the stock?
It's ERP underscore stock check. In the EWM side, we'll have it normally. It is not. I think, okay, I'll show you that again. It's this one, // ERP underscore stock check. So this is a transaction where you can compare the stock with your ERP and as well as with your EWM. So as of now, we don't have any. Before, when you executed this, system has displayed you. But now you see this. The stock in EWM is 10 and before it was 0 in ERP side. The same way the stock in EWM was 10 here and this is 0. Right. So now what happened, as soon as I've corrected this both the stocks by executing this one, correct stock in ERP, the system went back and it would updated it to the ERP system. Okay. That's
Okay.
only for the stock corrections. Okay.
So in the sense, like as the queue is not getting generated, there is a discrepancy of EWM and ER.
That's the reason I've done this. Normally, we will be using this transaction in general also, but in generally what happens is as soon as we perform this put away and as soon as we confirm this put away, the system has to automatically generate the queue and it will go back and it will update it. But I don't know why it was not generating. I'll see that one also. So that will update back normally. Okay, so then what it will happen, it will create a 101 movement type in the ERP side, and as well as it will create the what I mean to say, that is 411. Okay.
One question, sorry. I mean, when you say that we perform this correction of stock, it generates 101 movement type in our
Not this
ERP.
one. No, not this one. This one is it's a 711 or 712. I'm talking about when you're performing the inbound. In generally, what happens is the system will update because as soon as you perform the goods received, the system goes back to ERP system and it updates with 101, and as well as it updates with the 411 because you are trying to do with the storage location movement here from 1030 to 1040. That is what it happens normally when you
Oh,
do with an inbound delivery. But as being a queue didn't get generated here, that's the reason I've done the correction of the stock.
okay,
Okay.
got it. I
Mm,
mean, sorry to ask you the same question.
mm,
When
mm,
we do first, initially it will be 101, and as it's a storage location to storage location transfer, again there
mm,
will be 411, which you meant to say, right?
mm.
And I mean, do we have two movement types at a time?
Or you can, because here what is happening, the goods received, whatever you're trying to have, you can perform it then, or you can perform it at any time. So if you, as soon as you receive the goods first, if you perform the GR, then 101 will obviously will get triggered. If not, if you are performing the 101 at the time of your warehouse order confirmation, then obviously 101 and 411 will happen at a time. So that depends on
See,
the way. Hmm?
411 or 311?
411 because system is considering this as a special stock. It's not 311 in EWM site. That's what I was waiting for this to this question. You
Okay.
ask this. It's 411 normally. Normally it's 311. S log to S log it would be 311. But here the standard one, what happens is it will not trigger for 311. Why? Because system is considering it as a 411. That's how the design was here. Okay. Because it
Okay.
is considering that as a special stock basically. You're getting that.
Yeah. Okay, Sriram. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, Sriram. I am clear now. And if once, I mean, if not today, probably tomorrow, if it gets sorted, can you show me that
I'll
101 and
show you that. I'll show you because it obviously has to be. That's a standard thing, but I don't know what is happening in the system here. I can show you that, not a concern. I'll do that. Okay.
uh,
I'll rectify
and
that one also. Mm-hmm.
yes. So we will have for every
Mm.
movement type, we will have material documents as well generated, right?
Every material moment in the sense, what is, I didn't get that.
For 101 also there will be one material number document generated, and for
Mm.
411 also there will be one material
That's the, yeah,
document
you
generated.
can see it down here if you want. You see this goods received, transfer, posting, and placed in the storage. Every time it gets generated, that's a document numbers. So this will go back and it will update there. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that gets updated every time. But I'll check that why that queue was not coming. Don't worry about that. I'll check that and I'll update you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions in the normal inbound scenario here, guys? Hello.
See,
Yeah, yes, yes.
currently
Yes, yes.
currently in ERP there are just you just assume there are 10 storage locations in one
Mm,
plant.
mm,
When you come to the EWM, for each storage location, we need to create the two, right? I mean, receive on dock and available for sales. Then it will
mm.
become 20 storage locations, right? It should be if you want to
Why
implement
is it like
EWM.
every time you will be tracking it in it's not required if you're having n number of storage locations also, depending on the stock types only we can segregate it, right? Like,
Okay,
see, you it's not mandatory that you have to map all your storage locations to your EWM system.
okay,
Yeah, so basically, whatever the storage locations which you're trying to map, which you're trying to track, that only you'll be mapping it. So, like, if in case if you are trying to have, like, see, normally what happens for an unrestricted stock type, if you're trying to have a different storage location, or for your blocked one, if you're trying to have a different storage location, or from another thing, then in that case it would be different. Then what happens? Then each and every storage location will be having another availability group. Like for a production storage location, you'll be having 004, and for the quality, you will be having 003. So that's the availability group, right? So that availability group will be assigned to a different storage locations. So you won't be having different, what do you say, that 1040 multiples there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're having a 20 storage locations, then based on the availability groups, you assign it to your storage locations and then you segregate it. So it's mainly the purpose over here is what you're trying to segregate the stock and you're trying to track the movements here. That's it. Apart from that, nothing else we are trying to do in the EWM side, right? The same unrestricted stock type, we are trying to segregate it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that clear or anything questions here? Hello?
It's
Yes,
clear.
yes. Here,
Yeah.
yes.
Fine. So then we will try to go to the strategies once, guys, because as we are trying to perform this put away automatically or manually, whatever. Let me do one thing. I'll try to save your queue, Mohan, because the rest of the queues I'll delete and I'll see why this.
Okay.
Because you have some issue there, so I'll save your queue. Maybe 1 second. I didn't check this one. 1 second, guys. Outbound queue. Yeah. Why? 36. 1 second. Is there anything on today's date? What is this? What is this? User 22. These are all on first date actually. This is on my user also. Okay, let me delete this one then. This is your delivery, right, Mohan? Hello?
Yes, yes. 4433.
Okay, and just save your one. The rest I'm deleting it. I want to see what is the issue. Normally, we are not supposed to delete the queues, guys, because this is an idle system. We are doing it, but in general, in real-time environment, we should never delete the queues. Make sure that. Okay. Now, either you have to spark your queues or either you have to save your queues. That's it. For saving, on where you can see in SMQ3, you can see your saved queues. So these are all the queues which you got saved. So based on your delivery, you can search what queue you have saved it. But you're not supposed to delete the queues. That's one thing you always have to remember that way. Okay. Now, the one thing is when we are trying to perform the put away automatically, the system, like what exactly will be, what I mean to say that is, Hmm. Uh, yeah, automatic put away in the sense like there will be multiple put away rules actually. Put away rules in the sense like what? How exactly you want to perform your put away of your products based on the strategies. Like what, whether it could be to an existing stock, addition to the existing stock, or always the system has to propose a next empty bin. So these are the ones which we always have it here. So this particular one where we can see that is we have at the two places basically. One at the storage type level. Okay. Sorry. It's taking a lot of time. This particular node, I don't know. Here, if you see this, there is something called as a Putaway rules here, guys. So normally for our particular inbound, as of now, we have only two things. The rest we will not be using as of now. Addition to the existing stock or normally the empty bin. Consolidation groups will comes into the picture when you're trying to perform any kind of a picking and all these things. Okay, or a general storage area. This is the one where we'll be using if you are having it in the bulk storage type kind of strategies. Okay, or if you are having to this one. So as of now, I'm just taking it as an empty bin, guys. Okay, so this particular empty bin, whatever I'm trying to take here, the system has to propose the bins automatically, as being we have created somewhere around 30 bins in our hierarchy storage type. So based on our particular rule, whatever we have defined, so system, whether it is a one quantity or two quantity or 100 quantity, whatever it is, as being we have not defined the capacities of our bin, so the system will always has to determine a next empty bin automatically. If there is a capacity check and if there is a weight and volume which we have added to our bins, then in that point of time, we can propose addition to the existing stock, or it will propose a new empty bin. So these are the two rules normally what we suggest actually. So how to configure this basically? So basically, if you go to this particular node, extended warehouse management, goods receipt process, strategies, okay, storage type search, okay. Now define storage type search sequence for the Putaway. Now what is my storage type? It is an hierarchy. So what I'm trying to do is, for my hierarchy, I can define one storage type search sequence. Let me do one thing. I'll put it as a simple inbound. Okay, I'm just putting it as a SIMP. So we know that it is a high basically, right? Okay, fine then. However, now assign storage types to the storage type search sequence. Okay, so what is happening here? WM46, my storage type search sequence is SIMP, which I have defined now, and my storage type is high. Okay, so we have defined it. However, if you can see this, there is something called as a put-away control indicator, which we will be assigning this in the product masters normally. But as of now, I'll not define any put-away control indicator, as being put-away control indicators are not mandatory even. Without the put-away control indicators also, we can determine the search sequence based on your warehouse process type. So what does that mean here? So specify storage type search sequence. Now, what is a warehouse process type? We have seen, guys. Last class we have talked about the warehouse process type, right? Guys, anyone? Hello?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Come back. What is the question, sir? Can you?
We have discussed on the warehouse process type. If I'm not wrong, last time we are discussing on a warehouse process type. What is a warehouse process type? We have seen in the last session. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me. I don't know. Okay. Process type.
Yeah, Serum, if I'm not wrong, it represents the movements of the material at EWM side.
Yes, it only represents the movements of your material at the EWM site. Exactly.
10-10, we saw that.
Yeah, we saw it as a 10-10, right? So now, even now, the same thing which we are trying to see is it's 10-10 only. So what I'm trying to do, and what is our document types basically, guys? We have seen a document type of an INB and PDI category, if you remember that, right? So what I'm trying to do here for my particular WM46, whatever I'm having, WM46, okay, 1010, my search sequence is what? SIMP, right? As being this search sequence is having the storage type of hierarchy and the put away rules. Either you can define the put away rules either at the storage type level or either at this. So my put away rule would be addition to the existing stock. This is the one which I'm trying to define it over here. So now I have to tell to my system that I want to search this with the help of the process type, not with the help. Why? Because we have a multiple access criteria telling that, okay, WM46, on what basis you want the systems to search, whether you want to have it with the put away control indicators or with the process type or with the both. So as of now, my search sequence would be with the process type. If the system was not able to find out with the process type, then I'll go ahead with put away strategies and as well as the process type. This is which I'm telling to my system. So let me try to put an inbound delivery again. Let me do one thing is I'll come from the beginning if not and see, since I want to investigate that. This one only, no? 1 second, wait. So inbound delivery, follow on functions, click on the warehouse task. So now, as of now, what I'm trying to do, every time I go to this default values and I give this to give, but I'm not giving it now. I'll just go and I'll see. Could not determine fully determine why system is not able to find the data. Why was that? Okay, that's because there is a concept of an activity area. I understand that. So but I have not explained you that basically. I understand that because it is looking out for that particular specific activity area and activity. I know that. Let me do one thing. I'll configure this now today. Okay. I'll explain this concept in the next class, guys, because if I explain that, it takes more time. There is a significance and why it is looking also, I'll tell you that. Wait. There's a lot of data here, I guess. I'll just only creating it, guys. Okay, I'll explain the significance in maybe in next class. Okay, don't worry. Just want to show you this automatic strategies, how it works in the system. That's it. Oh my god, it's taking a lot of time to open this node. Oh. List all the transfer action nodes, sort sequence is defined. What is this? Just now you've defined, right? I thought it will take another more time. So basically, why are we doing this particular thing is like in our warehouse process type, basically, there is a field which will talk about the activity basically. So that particular activity needs to require what kind of an activity that we are performing it here. That's the reason we have to perform this. I'll show you that. So because of that, we have to create an activity area and all these things. So basically this activity area, what happens again, within our warehouse, we are trying to we are trying to segregate the bins based on a specific activity, whether it could be a put away or whether it could be a picking or whether it could be a replenishment or physical inventory, whatever it is, the bins will be segregated with the help of these activities again. The main purpose of this particular activity areas and all these things will come into the picture at the time of outbound basically. It will also be impact, we have an impact even in inbound also, where it will help us to create our warehouse order and all basically. But the significance you'll understand much more when we see the outbound scenarios and all, because we have a concept called as a warehouse order creation rule. So that point of time we can easily make out of it why we are doing and all these things. But this node is having a lot of data, I believe. 3 minutes. I already found that. Why the hell it is not coming? Storage type is what is hijack. Okay. The same things I have done, nothing else, but system, I don't know why it is behaving like this. What? How come? Oh, sorry, I have to take this one now. Sorry. Yeah, now it is creating, you see, automatically I've clicked on this create. System is automatically picking the next empty bin, which is the C. You see that I didn't give it manually because the system is looking out for that particular activity and activity areas and all, which I'll explain you, don't worry. Because I just want to show you how whether the strategies are working or not for us. That's it. So now I've performed this, whatever you see, the activity area is coming here, 46 WM. Just remember this, I'll show you this in next class, don't worry. We have confirmed it. Now coming back to our particular things, what I want to see is whether the system is trying to deliver, I mean like whether the inbound delivery, whatever we have created now, whether it's getting updated or not. That's the thing which I was trying to find out. Okay. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong node. Yeah, it is coming here. I don't know why it didn't work earlier. You can see this. The goods receipt has come, and even the storage location has also come here. You can see that. Everyone.
Is this the one which we created, the inbound delivery?
Yes, that's the reason I've created from the beginning of a purchase order in the inbound delivery, right? This is the one which I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mapping, how does the mapping work? How does the system in EWM know that this is the purchase or I mean inbound delivery?
You tell me. We have already discussed this.
You said
We
is
have
something
discussed
reference number.
not reference number, right? We have a document type mapping, right? Which we have already done that EL to
Yes.
INB. So that's the
Yes.
only the mapping which we are having. Apart from that, we will not have any other mapping in the EWM system. Only
Okay.
the document type mapping only. So the moment type mappings or anything as such like what you see in WM, we will not have that in the EWM side. It is only the document type mappings. That's it. Okay.
And you said you would be showing us the setting for the same number range.
Oh yeah, that actually. But 1 second. That happens at that because I haven't touched this documents to you yet. That's the reason I haven't shown you.
Sriram, no problem. You can explain later as well whenever
No,
it requires.
even I'll forward this. If you can see this ERP reference document number is a document number, but don't flag it as of now. Okay, if you flag it again, I have to reset it. But this is a setting. Okay, you can have the same ERP number as your EWM in vulnerability. This is a flag. Once you flag it, it comes there. Okay. So you need to flag it to the respective document types. So our document type is PDI and our document is INB, right? So we have to go to our particular INB and PDI and then you do that. So obviously it will come. Okay, that's the one which I was talking about, the change what we have. Earlier we don't have this option at all, but now we have this option. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yes, clear. So this is how a simple inbound and end-to-end flow works in the EWM system, guys. Okay. So probably when we come back in the next session, release tomorrow, I'm not available because I'm traveling tomorrow. So on Saturday we'll have a session. So Saturday on Sunday, whatever the day you tell me, or we'll have the session on that day, and then we'll see the handling units concept in the EWM system, guys. If you're available both Saturday and Sunday also, let me know, guys. Not a concern. Okay, because tomorrow I have to travel to Paris. I have some workshops there, so I will not be available tomorrow. Okay, so just let me know your availability of Saturdays and Sundays. I'll take accordingly, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Which project in Paris are you doing? Please.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Which project are you doing in Paris? Which company in Paris?
I didn't get that.
No, to which company you will do the workshop in Paris?
For Jaguar.
What that?
Jaguar.
Oh, Jaguar. Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So let me know the I'm sorry, please.
Yeah, Sriram, so if I say like what all the prerequisites in order to perform a delivery with respect to EWM, can you list out me all the things? Once first we need to have storage type, storage location. In EWM again we need to have this. I mean, such strategies, process
there are
type.
a lot of things in. Okay, I'll list out you that things in the next session, and I'll show you that. Okay.
Okay, document guide. Okay, fine.
No problem, guys. Okay, so let me know your availability to Naveen, guys, on Saturdays and Sundays. So I'll check with him. Then based on that, we'll take the sessions on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay.
Yeah, Sunday I cannot because I'm traveling to California. So
okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so will be available for Sunday. But Saturday I'm sure. Yes.
Okay then. So what I will do is give your availability. So based on that, I'll take the session. Not a concern. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys. Thank you. Let's catch up in the next class. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah.